is going to get across to the right-hand side.
There's a 14 bias over there.
Now, this is fascinating. We heard Butterworth say he wants the 14 bias, and Torben Grail has just said, we do want the pin in.
127.
So although Prada is over on the right, both boats appear to be wanting the left hand or pin in.
Well, what's happened is we're in a left phase here. The breeze is left. Mind you, the wind line is 185, and we've got a 177 breeze. We've got an 8-degree shift on, so that...
The translation of Prada is Torben Grail has just said he thinks Butterworth wants the right, so let him have it.
Prada tight underneath them here. Team New Zealand wriggling. They've got back onto port. Prada are early.
A lot of time to kill here. They're only 10 seconds back from the line. They've got to kill a lot of time here. It looks as though Prada will be okay for the pin in.
They want different ends of the line. That's making it easy. Prada want the left-hand end. Team New Zealand want to protect the right. We're in the left-hand phase.
Well, I thought we heard Brad Butterworth say there was a 14 bias. Anyway, they're coming down to the start. Race 3, America's Cup 2000, and it is Prada on starboard, out by the pin in. That's what they wanted, and that's what they've got. Meanwhile, at the committee boat end of the line, it is Team New Zealand.
We were right on the start line there, and Prada were about a third of the lane.
So Prada want to tack immediately, and we're coming to the first cross very quickly in this race. And Prada has tacked onto port, and it's Team New Zealand on starboard that is going to cross, is it? What are they going to do? Are they going to protect the right? Are they going to tack in front, or are they going to cross over? They're going to tack, they're going to face them first.
They don't want to protect the right, the power of the right.
One thing that I'm noticing here with the boats is the overhang, or the stern of the boat, how much longer the Team New Zealand boat is in relation to its boom. So if we look at the end of the boom on Team New Zealand to the transom, and the same on Prada, we can see that Team New Zealand's very long in those aft quarters. On board Team New Zealand, Russell Coutts got a fight on his hand in this race.
I think that point you made, that Brad Butterworth saying they've come back fine, means that Brad and Russell are now comfortable with them on their windward hip. Fine meaning they're very close to us. They'll be satisfied to leave Prada on their hip with this 58-metre gain. And here they go now to come back and try and consolidate one. So they really are starting to step out here.
Team New Zealand are stepping out.
Still like the right,
Looks like that'll be around a 2-boat length advantage to Team New Zealand. Voices coming off Team New Zealand, they still like the right. So Butterworth and Coutts like the right as they head up the first windward beat.
And Prada tacking to break out from that cover. The yacht behind actually can gain a little bit by the wind shadow of the yacht in front by choosing the right time to tack, and effectively their sails are in no wind. What have we got on board here? Looks like Prada are doing something here. Have a light mouse line there that they're trying to mouse out in that pit area.
We're there.
Team New Zealand on the ley line now. Standby tack. Port pole, Veraway set. Prada tight on their heels.
Mark 1, race 3. Team New Zealand at the top mark, but boy, if they got a race on their hands. That's the voice of Simon Dorley there. Amiga Clark ticking off.
They've gone for Jenica. Team New Zealand are in a Jenica. Prada go for a spinnaker, they'll be able to get down inside them.
Prada round Mark 1, 19 seconds behind Team New Zealand. Now, this is going to be fascinating.
No, Jenica as well. Two Jenica.
But Prada are in a position to be able to influence the airflow on Team New Zealand, Chris.
Well, the characteristic in previous races is to sail deeper, closer to the bottom mark.
We're out to nearly 100 metres now. That's from 75 metres, so 20-metre gain to New Zealand, Team New Zealand. Russell Coutts has that style of sailing that he does like to just keep the boat rolling along. He's quite happy just to go a little bit bow up and keep good pressure in the Jenica.
We're driving, Murray. Yeah, we're faster than him. We're fast. Yep.
That's Dean Phipps out to the right. Now watch them pull the middle of the sail into the boat. Down comes the drop from Team New Zealand. They've practiced and rehearsed this 1,000 times. Richard Dodson there. Murray Jones. Get it out of the water. Done. Matthew Mason to the left.
Prada made a gain here.
Prada have made a gain, have they? Remember, they were leading by 19 seconds, Mark 1. This is Mark 2, race 3. And Team New Zealand led by 19 seconds at the first mark.
Okay, PJ, watch for Prada to come round here, settle and roll into attack. Brad has already warned his gunners he'll go with him. So it'll be a Simo tack. Here go Prada now.
So Prada click off on the Amiga clock at 17 seconds astern. A gain to the Italians of 2 seconds. Expect them to tag immediately.
Team New Zealand will go with them. Going with them now.
And Team New Zealand going with them immediately.
Now they'll put their bow down, try and get going, get rolling, get their bow forward, lock them in jail.
Looking at them there, though, they're now a considerable distance behind Team New Zealand. They went round the bottom mark only 70 metres behind. So that's doubled now.
So really, tacking is proving not to be an option for Prada. So those early tacks have proved to be costly. This Team New Zealand seems to be able to squirt out when they need to. And tactically, Brad Butterworth, with assistance from Richard Dodson, Murray Jones and Mike Drummond, have just been outstanding today.
Going to get lifted around this puff.
Team New Zealand have been practicing or trialling and even wind strengths greater than this with asymmetrical. It seemed, Chris, that Team New Zealand had a smaller spinnaker and the Italians a bigger spinnaker, and it didn't look quite so stable, and the New Zealanders with a smaller spinnaker sailing at hotter angles. That's what they did last time. We'll try and keep an eye out of that. There's Brad Butterworth saying we're there.
Okay, one thing they have to watch out for is they're going to set this spinnaker here. Prada coming in on the right-hand lay line on starboard, have right of way. Now, they're not allowed to interfere both on another leg of the course unless they're sailing their proper course, which is straight at that mark. But Team New Zealand must keep out of the way here.
He'll go, but we'll go above him, mate.
They're going above him. In other words, they're going to windward of him.
Mark 3, race 3.
Stand by
Team New Zealand hoisting their spinnaker.
Stand by head-to-head here.
Lovely set.
You're okay there. You're okay there. You're okay there. Come down a little. Come down a bit.
Okay,
Come down a little bit.
Going past to windward.
Okay, we're
Prada,
clear.
they're clear. See what I mean there, PJ? Prada are not allowed to change their course, allowing Team New Zealand to keep out of the way. And the umpired boat was right behind watching it. No flags, no incident.
Black Magic leading Luna Rossa by 17 seconds at mark number 2. The Amiga clock clicks over 60 seconds and still counting. Round mark 3. Prada rounds at 1 minute and 11 seconds.
That's 6 seconds short of a minute gain on one beat.
Behind Team New Zealand.
Boy, oh boy.
Brad Butterworth just said, I think he's peeling to a shoot.
Yeah. I think they should have done it first off. Done the whole leg of the spinnaker.
There's tactician Brad Butterworth looking back.
There's a lot of ropes and a lot of work needed to do this, with separate sheets and braces needed to be run. Here we go, we're into the hoist. The sail is now clipped into the end of the pole. Up we go on the halyard with the new sail.
Interesting thing about these hoists is the new sail has no load in it until you fire off the old sail. See, as they fire off there, boom, the new sail gets loaded up and then sets out in front. That was a fairly nice peel they've done thus far. They ease it out.
Well, this looks, if that gets around the back of the mainsail, no, it's saved. Now, retrieving the sail back on board. Got it under control. They've actually done a pretty nice job there, peeling from a Jenica to a spinnaker. The inboard end of the pole still in the position for a Jenica. That has to be hoisted up. We'll see that going up the mast. Mid-bow and mastsmen have got the Jenica under control.
Well, John, I like the fact that the Italians are trying something. Their spinnaker was just a little bit too small on the run, and they went to try something else. But I must say, this New Zealand team is doing a very nice job, and they do it in very small increments, and they do it by sailing well.
Gary, impressed with the spectator fleet out there today?
Well, the spectator fleet is amazingly well behaved. I think the rule that says we want you to stay in one spot, or if you're going to move, only 5 knots.
Well, this is interesting what New Zealand is doing here. They're going wing and wing, which is just before you jibe over. They've torn the foot of their Jenica here. Now they're jibing over. That Jenica looks like it could go. What do you think, Gary?
Well, that's the first time we've seen a mistake by the New Zealand crew. They got a ripped spinnaker. Gee, it's a white one that ripped, not a green one. They've got about 5 minutes or so to leeward mark, so the question is, do they go for a sail change? You can see they've got an extra bag on the deck there. Doesn't look like it's going to rip all the way to me, but definitely slowing the boat down. So an opportunity for the Italian boat.
Joey's wanting a clear decision from the afterguard whether they want to peel or not.
Let's get the tack of this other one on the bow, eh? So
Oh, the TV boat's right in front of it. It's just there, sorry. Yeah, this is ley line.
Okay, they're getting close to the ley line. Okay, they're going to jibe it. Now, if it's going to break, it'll be now. They'll trip the pole off. Here goes the pole. Pole coming back. Spinnaker goes inside out, sheet right round the outside. As it loads up, will it survive?
Okay, I'm there.
There it goes. Turn the boat now. Stand by.
I think a clever move by Russell Coote staying directly downwind and not heating up too early until they got that spinnaker around. So a good steering job by Cootes.
Get the pressure off it. He'll keep the bow down here. Now they'll load the headsail. They haven't got another Jenica ready to go.
Haly it off. Downhaul rope coming down below. Crew get their hands on it. Down she goes inside the hatch. Grinders start whirring away on the winches now, pulling the sails in. Mainsail in first, then the jib, and you'll see the teamwork here as the grinders really have to dig in and wind those sails on hard. Over 5 ton of load on that main sheet rope at the back.
Mark 4, Team New Zealand, leading by 1 minute and 11 seconds around the 3rd mark. But Prada looked to have gained a little on that last downwind run. Just a little bit of a crew test there, Peter Lester, for Team New Zealand, but they handle it well.
Well, one of the things to really look out for on these boats, when they do have breakdowns or you do have problems, what are the systems for recovery? And certainly the crew on Team New Zealand did a nice job of recovering from a really difficult situation.
Here's Prada now watching the Omega clock countdown. Remember, it was 71 seconds, or a minute 11. Well, Team New Zealand haven't dropped much time, 11 seconds. So Prada have picked up 11 seconds on leg number 4.
Well, 11 seconds in distance works out to just over 2 boat lengths. So that's a gain to Prada on that downwind leg because of a bit of a gear failure of 2 boat lengths.
So at the 3rd mark, it was 71 seconds. We saw spinnaker peel by Prada, which because they felt they were getting a little bit more breeze, a little bit more pressure. They felt that they were gaining. They were. Then we saw the tear in the Jenica of Team New Zealand. They had some work to do. They handled it well, but Prada picked up 11 seconds on leg number 4. Big advantage for Team New Zealand still. 370 meters. That's quite a gain again on this 5th leg. The wind has been moving all over the place today, as Brad Butterworth mentioned. What do we start at, Peter?
This morning when the race started, I can remember Harold Bennett giving me a wind direction of 190 for the first beat. Now they're using a course of at 170. Now they are mean wind directions, but within that the wind will be wobbling around.
Team New Zealand leading by a minute the last mark. They had lost 11 seconds. Nearly a couple of boat legs because of the problems they had with their rib Jenica. But they've taken maybe 6 boat legs.
Am I right in saying the only gain to Prada was on that downwind leg? The last one, 11 seconds?
They gained 2 seconds on the other offwind leg as well.
It's a fine one.
Brad Butterworth saying it's a fine one. We're there, we're there.
They won't want to leave it too fine for this lead. Okay, the chute's coming out the starboard side of the boat there, the pole on the port side. Joey lying on the foredeck, heads all go across him. The port pole, it's low, it's a Jenica. If it's high, it's a spinnaker. Stand by sneak.
I think we'll be all right. This stage we'll be all right with them.
Slightly overlay line there to play safe.
Yeah.
Coming to Mark 5, the last in race 3, going into the last leg. Under spinnaker, it's an asymmetric spinnaker going up.
And that's in 15 knots true. Have they got any spinnakers? Oh, it is a spinnaker. Excuse me. Boy, I'm getting it wrong every time here.
Got quite far right, so.
Brad Butterworth indicating it's still going further to the right. Call off the flat boat is to go higher. As Prada has gone through the tank for their final approach to the top mark. Now remember at Mark 4, Luna Rossa was trailing by 1 minute. That's clicked over already.
PJ, you know what? I think I know the reason why they've gone for a spinnaker here and a Jenica before. Tom Whitten's just pointed out to me that, of course, they've written the Jenica probably suitable for this condition.
It makes sense. It's a big gain to Team New Zealand. Still, Prada comes up to the top mark for the last time. As they're getting ready for the hoist, Palavasani, Max Arena on the bow. The immediate clock still ticking away. It stops at 1 minute 43. A gain of 43 seconds to Team New Zealand and 1 leg to go.
Boy, their upwind advantage, amazing. This is to go 3-0 up in a best of 9, so only 2 to go. Just shows the advantage that these guys have gained from working from 5 years together as a team. 14 out of the 16 were there in San Diego. The only 2 not on the boat is Sir Peter Blake and Tony Ray, who joined, and Ross Elko, who joined Young America.
Might have a bit of a right hander here a little bit. Relaying the pin yet? No.
Great camaraderie and team spirit within this team. Modest, humble, honest. Imagine if you could harness this commercially and sell it within a company. The attitude, the commitment to the commitment. They deserve it. Big win this to go 3-0 up on a day that Prada may well have fought back.
Yes. This may be out on the Hauraki Gulf in this wonderful maritime playground, but there's a lot reminiscent from Team New Zealand from 95 and now 2000 that can be related to the great All Black sides of the 1960s and 1980s. Low-key, confident, professional, and remorseless. Going into race 3 today of America's Cup 2000, there were many unanswered questions after races 1 and 2. And today, a lot have been answered. The key issue is Team New Zealand really have got the power to win with. And they seem to be able to squirt out when they need to. Team New Zealand beat Prada in race 3 and go 3-0 up.
Sure the pin is
over Luna Rosa.
sure the pin's downwind. Okay.